This newsreel is being brought to you by American Tire. If you recall, it was just a few months ago that Smokey did a special report at the Roberson County Animal Control facility. They were celebrating the fact that they didn't have to euthanize or put down any animals over the course of a 30-day period at the animal shelter. Smokey's actually done several stories at the shelter. We know they care deeply for the animals. We can only imagine their shock when they realized that they were going to have to euthanize all the dogs in the facility because they had been invaded by the deadly Canine Parvovirus. The Parvovirus is a very deadly, fast-moving virus that only affects dogs, so the cats in the facility are okay, but it did force them to make some very painful decisions. I was just here a few weeks ago, and we were having a celebration that you didn't have to put any animals down over the course of a whole 30 days, and here we are with an unbelievable situation.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, over the last week, we've had 9 confirmed situations of parvo in the shelter, and it's running rapid through. Today there was 4 confirmed, so we had to euthanize everything in the building. We'll be closed until Monday. We're going to sterilize everything for the next 5 days. We won't allow nobody in the building within them days. We will not be picking up any animals at all. This is for the protection of the public and everything else. Unfortunately, we couldn't push the animals out to rescues or anything for the fact of we'd be pushing parvo out into the county, and then it could run rapid through the county.
Terrible. There's no risk to humans, though?
No, sir. There's no risk to humans. It's just canines only.
And your cats are fine?
Yes, sir. All of our cats are fine. They're healthy in the cat room. We had to clean out the canine part of the shelter.
And I hear a couple of dogs there.
Them 2 dogs came in yesterday, and we never took them in the building. They're in 2 outside kennels. They never got exposed to the parvo, so they're still good. We have a rescue that's coming to pick them 2 up for us so we can get rid of all canines.
2 very lucky dogs.
Yes, sir, very lucky.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want anyone in the facility because they could put the virus on their clothes and take it home to their own pets, right?
Yes, sir. Parvo could be spread easily from your feet, your clothes, anything. If you have a dog that walked through your yard with parvo, all it has to do is pass through your yard and there's parvo in your yard. It can stay into the soil up to 9 months.
Now, obviously, these dogs came from someplace in Roberson County, or at least one dog that was infected. What are the symptoms?
The symptoms for parvo is, the first symptom is what you're going to notice that your dog is not going to eat or drink anything. Then it's going to start foaming at the mouth. Once it starts foaming at the mouth and it won't eat or drink anything, then it's going to turn to bloody diarrhea. And once it turns to bloody diarrhea, it's basically over.
This is a vaccinatable disease, right?
Yes, it is. You get the 5-in-1 shot. Unfortunately, this is a hot batch of parvo. Every dog in here had the 5-in-1 shot, and it's still running through the kennels. It just, sometimes it happens, the 5-in-1, once you get your first shot, if you have a little bit in your system, it's a live virus going into your system, so it's going to expose it very quickly. And honestly, I don't know what happened, how we got it in here. We get a lot of strays, and you never do know what's going to happen. A lot of people suggest that we do parvo test them when they come in, but they could test negative today and test positive 2 days later. And them tests are close to $10 a piece, and we're not funded enough to do that every day.
And gestation, how many days is it?
It could stay up to 14 days. It could take 14 days for it to show up into a canine.
What can I do to protect my dog?
Give it its shots. Unfortunately, they say that parvo will hit puppies and senior dogs. The one that just ran through here was hitting all ages. We ain't for sure what it's called. One vet has told us that it's called the F string. It's a new kind of parvo that's coming through. So I ain't 100% for sure. I hadn't studied up on it. I will do my research on it and try to figure it out. But that's what we think that just ran through the shelter.
What if I picked up a dog here in the last couple of weeks?
If you picked up a dog within the last couple of weeks, it will set up in 14 days. So if it's been 2 weeks ago, it's should be fine. If you feel afraid of it, call us at the shelter. We'll see when you adopted it and what you should do. If If you have adopted, I suggest take it to a vet and make sure it's been vet checked.
They probably tell the vet before they bring him over that they think there could be parvo, right?
Yes, sir.
The vet will treat it a little differently.
Yes, sir. It's very expensive through a vet for parvo. It could be up to $1,500, and it's not a 100% guarantee.
And the $1,500 is for what?
A pet that has parvo, if you take it to a vet, it's going to have to be on an IV, and they're going to have to run fluids through their system to try to flush it out. Parvo will go into a dog and start eating their insides out. That's what parvo is.
So even with that, the odds of survival are really low?
Very low. Some have survived and some haven't. Just depends how much you love your pet and what you can afford and go through.
So you now have no choice but to thoroughly disinfect your entire facility now?
Yes, sir. We've already did what we had to do. Right now we've cleaned it all out with bleach, all the kennels, all the walls, and it's soaking right now. We'll come in the morning, wash it out, and redo it again. For the next 5 days, that's going to be our process. Bleach will kill parvo. Don't get the scented kind of bleach. Get the regular bleach. It says 99% that disinfects, and that will kill parvo.
All right, well, again, so sad that you guys are dealing with this. I know you guys worked very hard to get the animals adopted out, so this must be very hard on the whole team in there.
Yes, sir. It's hard on every one of us. It wasn't a pleasant day today.
Well, there you have it, Roberson County. If there are any future developments, we'll certainly let you know. If you're worried about your pet, simply call your veterinarian, and you can make sure that your pet has the proper vaccinations. This has been Jim Ball reporting for Smoky Barn News in Springfield. Don't let this happen to you. We've all heard this sound before. Take your car to American Tire before it's too late. Don't sit there and stare at that check engine light. It's time to do something about it. Take it to American Tire and have them look under the hood. They'll get you on the road, and they'll keep you there too. Go like their Facebook page to see special offers and discounts. The link is below this video.